So today I am doing my schoolwork and my college work. I'm doing that today. I start a new class today. I already paid rent, uploaded a video, rearranged some things. Like I have a plant over there now, because sometimes I just like to rearrange furniture, plants, and stuff like that. My desk pretty much remains the same, but the stuff on my desk I like to move around, move the energy around. So yes, I'm probably gonna learn YouTube some more, like how to do all this some more. I know there's channels that teach you, so I'm probably gonna do all that because I can go live and do my schoolwork. And I've never been, live before. So I want to make sure I can do that and read the comments, because some people, it looks like they're looking at a computer and not like their phone. You know how like if I watch someone that's live, you can see them and like the comments. I don't know if that's true for the person that's live. Like I said, I don't know, and I haven't watched it, so I'll do that too, probably while I'm doing my nails, because they definitely need done. I know I already exercised and showered and all that. I have lunch cooking. I'm hungry, but I'll probably wait until after I do my schoolwork. It only takes me a few hours to do it, depending on how much work there is. So today I'm just learning, which I love learning, so it's a part of the growth mindset. The growth mindset is growing, it is learning to grow and implementing to grow, because if you're not implementing what you're learning, it's going to be discarded. So I like to implement the things that I learn, even with some of my classes that I've taken so far in college and stuff. I think about how I can apply it to my life. And even the videos that I watch on YouTube, the like Ed Milet videos, Layla and Alex Hermanzi, even Grant Cardone, Suzanne Giesman, Cindy Dale, those are the spiritual teachers that I absolutely love. And I don't really watch RJ Spina's videos on YouTube, but I love his books. And I just ordered The Power of Now because I really love that one too. Because just what he says in the video, or not in the video, in the book, really hit the spot for me, So I'll probably record me reading some passages, because I feel like that'll help a lot of people, and I know it helped me, and I know I can reiterate and add to things more than a lot of other people have, just explaining it differently, because like I said in one of my previous videos, we all assign meaning to different words, so how we explain things does matter, because one sentence can be interpreted two different ways, even by one person, but just add more on top of it, then you're adding like 20 different perceptions to that one sentence. So and I love playing around with words, obviously, because I'm a writer, but I'm an author. If you haven't, this is my book. I love it. I absolutely love it. You're gonna love it too. I know you will. I know you will. There's a lot of stuff in there for pretty much everybody, as long as you don't mind swearing, because there is swearing. Which I'm sure you'll get over it because it's that great of a book. It is. It's amazing, and I know it'll give people hope for the future. It'll change a lot of people's perspective about the future and now, and what we all could be doing. Like, I know I do it, but what we all can implement in our lives. And it depends on what I want to say level of consciousness that you're at. But no matter what level you are, you're still going to be able to take away like from it. You're still going to be able to enjoy it. And then the more you read it, the more you grow as a person, and the more you evolve your consciousness and bring energy and light. It's not really, yes, you can consciously bring it in, but the more you don't think, the more you're bringing it in, because like the more you're sending out energy, the more you're not having that energy. So yes, if you're just never done meditation, never even really thought about spirituality, and maybe you have a bad taste from religion, or maybe you have a bad taste from spirituality, it'll definitely help you get over that real quick. I know people never properly explain to me who God is, because God's not a who, just so you know. God's not a man form, because God's not human. Man and woman is a human form. But it was funny hearing everyone try to describe who God is growing up. I found it hilarious, because I went to a lot of different churches and no one could actually like tell me, explain it to me. And it was so funny because I already knew God exists. It was just so funny how they made it sounded like God is some man on the moon. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious, but yes. I know my book will help a lot of people. And I know it'll entertain a lot of people. It entertains me, and I've read it so many times. Because it's really, I'm proud of it. I love it. I absolutely am amazed that I wrote it. Not in like the sense that I didn't believe in myself, but in the sense that I didn't know what it was going to turn out to be, right? I didn't know it was going to be so great. Like, I knew I was going to write a great book, but it exceeded my own expectations, and I wrote it, you know? Because when I asked God what to do with my life, like, what do you want me to do? Like, I know we're here for a reason, so, and I know there's like a divine plan, divine purpose. It's not just us playing God on earth like some spiritual teachers want you to believe. There is a higher purpose, right? An expansion and all of that. So I asked God, and then I was just like, okay, well, whatever. I know the answer is going to come, because God doesn't like tap you on the shoulder and it's like, hey, go left, go right, you know? Like, hey, this is what you do. Like, this is your purpose in life. This is like your mission. I'm gonna lay it all out for you. So, side note, because it just popped into my head. Because the answer did come to me a few days later because I just kind of pushed it aside, you know, because I didn't receive the answer automatically. But it came to me a few days later. But I was also thinking, like, if I was God, right, and I created everything, and people were lost, right, because things of the flesh, things in the physical world do distract people. It distracts people, obviously, because we're in the world. Like, how can you not see what's in front of your face? But your perception of what's in front of your face does matter. So one day, I don't know, I was just thinking, well, if I was God, like, what would I do? Because the more I studied science and the body and like all these different things I was looking into, the more respect, the more love, and I was in awe of God, because God created everything, right? And how smart our bodies are, how smart the universe is. God created that, right? I'm thinking about like spiritual teachers that, you know, side note, the enlightened ones don't tell you that they're enlightened. They don't have to say it. Like, I feel enlightened, but I know there's so much more to experience. And I'm okay with being at that place where you can remain in the now space, in the space of not thinking, and then just feeling at peace, or just feeling so much bliss, and like having your heart just feel. Like, I've never felt that before I got into energy work, okay? But on the God note, if I was God, right, and people were lost, like, what would I give them to find their way, right? And then the line, "It is written in the stars," came through. Because I wasn't like actively trying to seek the answer. I know answers come to me, right? Because I am clairvoyant, clairaudient, and however many there are, I have a lot of them. So, like I said, I don't really care to label myself as psychic and intuitive, and like, I only do it now because you have to like have tags and stuff for like people to find you, you know. But other than that, I don't care, because all of that stuff is just a label. Like, we like to label people, we like to put people in categories, and that restricts it. That restricts the beauty and the magic of people, and that restricts the beauty and the magic of what you're labeling, because that gives you a face value definition. So whenever I was like kind of pondering that, like, if I was God, what would I give people? And then I heard, you know, the stars are, it's written in the stars, right? Not the stars are aligned. It's written in the stars, right? And then I saw the what is that? The North Star, the image of the North Star popped into my head, and I was like, oh shit, like, that is mind-blowing, right? Like, astrology has been around for decades. decades. But if you put people on Earth, all they would have to do is look up, right? I'm trying to think of, like, I wonder how they even figured that out centuries ago. Like, before they could even really... Yeah. But, I mean, the stars have guided people. And I know astrology is so in-depth, and I don't even study it like that, right? Because it's just not my calling, first and foremost. But I thought that was a pretty cool answer. And then whatever guidance that you need, it's always available to you. You just have to allow it in, without thinking, allow that in, allow the guidance in. That's why in the video that I posted today, I was talking about how my psychic abilities just flourished, and it wasn't even me trying to, because trying is counterproductive. You don't like effort very hard. You don't do that. You just allow, and it's really that simple, and people like to complicate it. And I've done so much research on it, right? And I read a lot of books on it. And people give you like techniques and intentions and this and that and the third, right? But that never really truly helped as much as just remaining in that space of no thought. And of course, we do need thoughts sometimes. Like piecing things together, like when I'm about to do my schoolwork, I'm gonna need to use my logic, right? And I use logic to piece together the things that I've learned. But it's the stress, the worry, the anxiety that people give themselves, and the depression that they're giving themselves, or that they're allowing their body to just, that it's just like resting in their body. And I get it, because I've been there, you know. I definitely have not lived the perfect fucking life, but no one has. I've definitely been through so much shit. So much shit. I have never felt like a victim to anybody, anything that's like actually occurred to me, that's happened to me, right? But there's 2 times I felt like a victim, right? And one whenever I was like a small child, a very small child, and I was mad at God, and I felt like God was just, because I didn't want to be here. I've been through this shit so many times, and I was a kid, and I was like, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to do this shit again. Like, my life had just started, technically, because I was a child, but, like, I was so done with living. And I felt like a victim, that, like, God just fucking hated me or something, because what the fuck? And then I felt like, I mean, I didn't really feel like a victim this past year, but something happened this past year, like me being bedridden and shit, and lethargic, and came out of nowhere. And this is after years of doing energy work and energy healing, and like it just completely left field, didn't feel like the types of energy, like it was no warning, nothing, because you can feel it in your body, the dense energy, like the blockages, you know, if you're really in tune with energy in your body, you can feel it. So like at first, whenever it happened, I was like, the fuck? I thought I was doing everything right. Like, I've been listening to you. I've been doing exactly what you fucking want me to do. You know, I talk to you. Like, I was very upset. And definitely felt like God just, I mean, I didn't feel like he hated me, but I felt like why would you do that to me? Okay, like I've turned my life around completely. There's a lot of shit that I have not done that I can perfectly well do, and a lot of shit that I have refrained from, okay? I can be a bad person if I wanted to. It's so easy. I mean, I still have morals, and it's just my morals are different, and I see things different than like the average person, because I've been through a lot, and I've seen a lot, I've had to do a lot, and you know, all of that. So, but I know God doesn't hate me. I know God, like, I know it happens for a reason. I knew it happened for a reason. It just sucked. But it gave me like time to work on energy healing whenever I wasn't sleeping, because it was also a lesson of surrender. Because if anyone else like tried to, you know, I'm a fighter. Like I fight people. I've always fought people, like not like verbally, but like when I'm attacked, I like, you don't, it's not it. It's not it, okay? Been there, done that. Trying to remain PG-13 at least, you know? But no, I fought the fatigue, and it was a lesson of surrender, because I will fight my way through anything. That's like a warrior spirit. Like they're like, yes, you know when to not really retreat or give up, right? But the lesson of surrender, the lesson that I needed, it just came in like a terrible fucking way. And that's one of the things that I've worked on, is having my life lessons come to me in the form of an answer that I'm already seeking, not in the event where it makes me look at it. But I mean, what you don't know, you don't know. And I definitely didn't know how to surrender. Like, how do you just not? How do you do that? But yeah, I don't believe that you need bad shit to happen to you to learn your lesson. I know a lot of people think that's why bad shit happens, but that's not it. It's only a perception of bad. It's a lot of stuff that your ego, your perception of what is right and wrong, Yeah, I don't really want to say more on that. Because, I mean, I've been through a lot, and I know people don't like that. Right. I feel like I have a hair. I put oil on my skin after my shower. But, yeah, people don't like that. They're like, oh, well, this happened to me, and I get it. A lot of shit. There's, like, probably a few things I haven't experienced when it comes to dark shit, demented shit, and like fucked up shit. There's only a few things that I haven't experienced. Right? So I get it. I definitely get it. But honestly, all that stuff that was dark and demented and fucked up, it just gave me more strength. It gave me more. It made me who I am today. But it gave me more strength. Like, I know what the fuck I've been through. There's nothing I haven't been through at this point, especially from what happened this past year. Nothing can fucking happen that I can't goddamn conquer because of all the shit that I've been through. And that's a fucking fact. You know, I watched Peaky Blinders, right? I didn't watch, I watched all of them, technically, but I don't have time to watch, the whole fucking, every goddamn episode, every, second of every episode. I fast forward most of the TV shows that seem interesting, until I get to the point of the episode that I want, and then some episodes are filler episodes and I'm just yeah, fuck that shit. So in Peaky Blinders, when he realizes that the only person that can take him out is him, I felt that. I fucking felt that, because I know everything that I faced, the only person that can take me out is me. It's when yeah, I can give you a lot of examples because that's how much shit I've been through. I have a lot of examples. That's why I was like, man, I really need to start a YouTube channel, because I can talk about so much shit and there's still more. There's still things that I haven't talked about, obviously, because I just started it, but there's so many things that I've experienced, and there's so many things that I've learned from. And people aren't weak. We're not a fucking weak species. We're very strong, even with an ego, because I really don't. I can recognize when my ego is on point, or but a lot of that, I knew my inner strength, and I knew no matter what happened to my body, I'm still there, or not there, because that has happened too. But I still exist outside of my body. I've never been afraid to die. And people think that they're can't handle shit. What can't you fucking handle? Emotional damage? You can't handle what? You can't handle death? It's a natural process. The dying part does suck, because you're in pain, but my advice for that is don't be attached to your body. And you're like, how do I do that? How do I just... No, when you're dying, you drop your body like a bad habit. Don't force yourself to stay in your body. trying to explain how you do it, but don't be so attached to the physical realm when that happens. It's kind of like if you're not fighting it, if you're not fighting to stay on the earth, right? Because I don't know, for me it was kind of just like because you know my body was in so much pain, right? Because of the circumstance. So when, like, the few moments before I realized that there was nothing I could do, right? I just accepted it, and I remember as soon as I accepted it, and I just projected I was out of my body, because I just let my body go. I let my body die, and then I wasn't in pain anymore, because your body feels pain. I'm trying to remember how exactly I did that, so because I've heard a lot of near death experiences, whatever, but I've heard a lot of people were afraid to die, and they were panicking, and they were trying to stay. They're trying to stay with their body, and I didn't, right? And one of my really good friends, he had to be resuscitated too, and he me and him had pretty much the same exact experience, because we just dropped our bodies. We didn't fight against it. I guess that was a lesson of surrender too, but it kind of wasn't, because I was fighting, and I essentially I'm so stubborn, and I was stubborn as a child, because it happened as a child, that I pretty much killed myself, offed myself. Hopefully this won't get flagged, I don't know. I didn't, okay, but yeah. I'm trying to think of how I can explain it to you, and so I was stubborn, and I wasn't doing what I was being told to do, so therefore that had consequences from the two men that was involved, right? But no, I wasn't raped. Not that time. But I definitely fought as a kid. Because I don't give in. The only time I really gave in is when I projected out of my body. Like, just accepted that accepted it. Accepted, like, I'd rather die than give in type of thing. Because that was my choice. Because I'd rather die than give in to demands. Because, I mean, people think that, like, death is the end of it. It's not. But that was my first, like, near-death experience. But, and that's not including, like, obviously dying from past lives and stuff like that. That's just what I've experienced in this lifetime. Like, some of what I've experienced in this lifetime, because, like I said, it takes a while. Like, there's stuff that I completely forgot. I actually, like, recovered a memory yesterday that I completely forgot about. Completely forgot about it. Right? And I was like, damn, that did happen. I was like, damn, I can see why, like, because I've been watching anime. I mean, fast forwarding and watching anime, right? When I do actually watch TV. Because I don't like watching TV every day and doing all that. Distractions. But, like, I got into anime because I hate how all the shows now are just, and
Connect to source.
all the TV is just, sex is everywhere, and I hate that. Like, I hate that. Like, I don't want to watch a mild version of porn while I'm trying to watch a movie, you know? I'm not trying to watch a movie with my brother and then there's a sex scene. Like, we're already traumatized enough when it comes to that, right? And that was a memory that I, like, remembered, like, randomly came into my mind yesterday. You know? Because I was exposed to it a lot in my childhood, not being raped or anything, because, like I said, I don't give in to people's demands, and I'd rather die than, and I've always had that, right? So even when someone did try to rape me whenever I was a kid, I fought them and definitely won. But anyways, so outside of that, me and my brother and my sister were exposed to sex on a, like, very young age, and it just was nasty to me. And I've worked through that, okay? And I've worked through that. But, like, that's the reason why I don't like people hugging me, because I was never really hugged as a child, and people touching me, because you want something. If you're on me, you're wanting something. And with my first child, I got over it with my first child because I wanted her to have, like, hugs and love and the stuff that I didn't have, right? But my mom, she had many boyfriends and husbands and all of that. So I just grew up, it was like nasty to me. Like, ugh. Yeah. And I really don't like how the society is just like a one night standing it every night or every month, even every other month. Like, why can't you just not have sex until you find someone that you actually love, and then, you know, shit. Yeah. And I like completely forgot that I was exposed to sex like that. Because, you know, I just, like, nothing I could do about it. I was a kid. So, it's pretty funny how that just, like, popped up, and I remembered, like, oh, shit, yeah, that's why I don't like it being everywhere. Because, I mean, I was traumatized enough as it is, as, you know, as a child. Like, why would I want to just watch random people on TV or, you know, on my phone or whatever? Like, it shit just pops up everywhere. So I've been getting into anime because anime has like the cute, like, little love stories. Like Apothecary, my cousin got me into that. Apothecary is a really good anime, but I like herbs and poison and shit too. That's how I got into herbs. A few years ago. But that's a very good series. And it's the cute, like, love stories where they don't even make out and stuff like that. They don't go in the bedroom type of shit, you know? It's the subtle glances, the subtle little shit, the small shit that people just like to jump over. And I don't. I don't. So that's a very good series if you're interested. If you're tired of like all the bullshit that society loves, then definitely check that out. Snow White with the red hair, I think, was pretty good too. It was decent. Apothecary is definitely better. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, that's a good one. That's a good one. Very interesting, very weird, very slow at first, I thought, but it makes sense. You just have to like keep watching it a few episodes in. Yeah, it was entertaining, hilarious. Yeah. I know this is long enough, but there's some insight. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, you know, whatever. All that shit people do on YouTube. I'll be learning today and, you know, a lifing. So let me know what you're up to. Do you see all the magic and beauty around? That's the thing too. Having a traumatic childhood like that, like so much shit happening every single like year. Like, I get why people don't see the beauty in the world, but it's the little things that you have to enjoy, because it's the little things that make up the bigger moments too. And it really does help, just focusing. Even like, this is one of my crystals, but you see how it has like it's not really red, but it's like clay, because it was actually mined in Georgia, and Georgia doesn't like have black dirt, really. I mean, we do, but like a lot of it's clay, and I love it. And I think it's really pretty how it like stands out on these crystals that were mined in Georgia. So I do like to look at them and see like the beauty, even in like something as small and simple as that. And you can do it with plants too, and like flowers, and focus your attention on that instead of the ugliness in the world, the stuff that we want to change. And I have a solution for all the stuff that we want to change. Like, I have a dream so big that it's not just me. I can't just complete it myself, right? So I have solutions for all this stuff, right? It's just not really when I get there, but I keep my eyes and ears open for the opportunity for the person for the right people that can do it or can help implement. I know I'm being very vague, but it's one of those that you have to. Yes. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to comment below and let me know what you're doing today and how your day is going, and just tell me something beautiful. If you've made it this far, tell me something beautiful in your life that you absolutely love and enjoy, even if it's so simple as like a crystal or a plant. You know, I got very excited because I was looking for Jesus candles when I went to the store. I think like the Dollar Tree has them, right? And I saw the Guardian Angel one with like the color purple, right? It made me so happy. Something like so small, right? Just made me so happy. And then they have my favorite candles too. Very happy. Very. It's a lot of the key to having those excitement, those moments, right, in life is, hold on, I have it here. What is it? That's what I hate about putting oil on my face. It's like my hairs are always like trying to stay where they're not supposed to be at. But that's the key I found to like actually having more happy moments in your life, is just being happy over shit that like people overlook. People don't look at like the small things. People aren't excited and happy over the small things. They just I don't know. Nice. and move on. But if you allow yourself to like actually be excited in that moment and have that happiness, even if it's something stupid and small, because you know, egos like to be like, I shouldn't be this happy about it, you know? And I mean, it's a candle. I was looking for a Jesus candle because they're only like $1, and I love them, and I'll burn them like all day long. So I do get them a lot. But I saw this one and I was so happy. I was like, yeah, like I wasn't even expecting it, and I was just hoping that they had the Jesus candle and then like my normal essential oil candles that are like $5 at the Dollar Tree. But I like getting, you know, 4 of them, so it comes out to, I love candles. But being happy over the small things, just, and you can tell, obviously, it brings me happiness right now. Because it's the small things. Like waking up and not stressing about life. That's amazing. That should bring you happiness too. Like there's a lot of moments, I'm sure, in your day that you haven't seen it as a good moment. Like right now is a good moment. I'm not stressed about anything. Like I have shit to do. I'm doing this, but I know I'll get to it, and I'm not stressing over it. I ordered a selfie stick for, you know, so I don't have to hold the damn camera. I finally ordered one of those. So, yeah. I know that's coming today, and it's raining. I should actually check the mail. So on that note, I really do hope and want you to see the little moments in your life that bring you happiness. That can bring you happiness when you recognize it as a good moment. And then you just see it as, even if it's a simple moment, like simple things are where it's at. Nothing in life is complex. You just simplify it all. I mean, so it's not complex anymore. It's easily understood from simplifying. Yeah. But have a have a magical day. I mean, try to make your day have moments and like moment to moment. Like some people can't stay in that moment to moment, but like recognize a good moment at least. At least recognize a good moment when it's there. Like I know I'll get to that, but like in this moment's great. So just stay with that. And then recognize good moments. They're amazing. That nothing's going on right now. I'm not stressed about getting that done. I'm not stressed about all the things that I could stress about. My cousin today was like, yeah, bitch, you have so much shit you could be stressing about. And I'm like, I know. But I just don't allow my mind to, there's no point of stressing over it. What the fuck is that gonna do for me? Except for make me not feel good. Like me putting a lot of attention on it is not solving the problem. Like even every which way I try to solve this problem, obviously, I'll just leave it alone. I'll just leave it alone because I spent time. Holy shit, that's a big ass bird. On that note, I'm gonna let you go so I can look at this bird real quick.